Hello, Beard Wizard family. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Beard Wizard Man, also known as Trevor on social media. Links to all of which you're going to find in that video description below, including ways to support this channel, like clicking that red subscribe button and joining the Beard Wizard family. That would help us out a great deal. Our goal this year is 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we're starting to slow down, but I think we can get there. I just need your help. Just click that button and share it with your friends and let me know what you think. All the comments, the likes, all of those things help out a great deal as well. So thank you so much to everybody who comes here and shares their suggestions and comments. Today we're taking a look. It's Thursday, so we look at new bands, new content creators, new artists. Today we're looking at a band suggested by a coworker of mine, or an artist suggested by a coworker of mine, called Ohmace. Full disclosure, it is her boyfriend who is a musician and singer and songwriter. And I did sort of take a listen early and kind of screen it. It's not like I just picked him just because, I know his girlfriend, or I work with his girlfriend. I genuinely enjoyed what I listened to and think he's got a lot of good stuff to offer as far as his writing and musicianship and creativity and being an independent artist, which is a big thing for me on this channel. So I went through several of the songs and I decided to pick one called I Need to Feel Okay. For some reason, that one hit just right. It just felt right, and so we're going to take a listen to this song, pause as necessary, talk about the music, etc. If you're in the live stream, say hi. If you're watching the recording, leave me a comment and let me know what you think. But this is I Need to Feel Okay from Ohmace. Cheers. I like that line. I like the opening of the song. I like the guitar part. What got me at first with listening to this artist, would be a very small channel, so definitely go check out his channel when we're done here and subscribe. But a lot of very young, very new artists or small creators, just like me, I'm still working on a microphone that I bought when I first started streaming, very inexpensive. And I know the sound quality is not amazing. But the sound quality in the production that Ohmace has is very good. Obviously, he's saving money and time using anime videos and a lot of his stuff, and using this, and that's not uncommon. Fable does the same thing, and there's a couple of other artists that we review that uses animation clips or that in the place of a music video, rather than just put a still image up there and do a lyric video, which is kind of cool because then you're still getting sort of a visual that goes with the music. So well done there. And I like that line, what is the point of I love yous if no one ever stays? I think that's a very poetic way of putting it. I like that. I think a lot of people can relate to that sense of, especially when you're young, you go through relationships that maybe don't last and you fall in love, and everybody falls in love when they're young. They fall in love with everybody when they're young. And it's, a lot of times we have this sort of fairy tale vision of how that should work. And unfortunately, that's what we're shown in the media. That's what we read about. That's what's in all the movies. It's all butterflies and rainbows and unicorns and knights in shining armor, and it's not always, reality doesn't always work out that way. So it's easy to get in your head and become depressed when things, I went through it when I was in high school. I loved every girl that I went on a date with, and rejection hurts when you're in that sort of state in that age group, and rejection can very easily turn into depression. And I think that's what this song is eventually going to talk about, is the very serious nature of depression. And as I've always said on this channel with many artists, that I think that's an important topic for artists to be serious about and to talk about, not to use as sort of a platform to get people to listen to their music, because emo rock, emo metal, depression metal, that stuff is a very popular genre with young people, because it appeals to things that they're already going through. But I think some of those take advantage of the listener by using a very serious thing as a tool to get people to listen. And I don't think we aren't hearing that here. We are not. It is treated as a very serious matter in this song, and I think that's a very important thing. So sorry, I rambled on quite a lot on that one. Need to feel okay. That's such a dark place to be. I was listening to another song that deals with a similar topic. What was it the other day? I was listening to somebody talk about Corey Taylor's Snuff and how the narrator in the song, which is Corey because it's a very autobiographical song, is presenting himself as not enough, not worthy, not good enough for the person in that song, the object of his affection. And that's what we're seeing here too, because it feels like I'm never enough. I feel like I'm just going to let you down. We're really hard on ourselves as human beings, and it's really easy for us to get in our heads, and we treat ourselves terrible. We gaslight ourselves more so than anybody in the world. And so when you're in a relationship and that relationship falls apart, it's almost automatic to assign that blame to yourself and think that I wasn't good enough. I failed. I fucked it up. Me. I did the wrong things. And that may be partially true. It may not be, but we're always so much harder on ourselves than other people can be on us. And it's very damaging, but it's almost unavoidable. We just have to recognize it and recognize that voice for what it is, and not allow it to turn that into depression. And I know it's so hard to do, but that's what this is depicting here. Feels like I'm never enough, yeah. It feels like I'm fucking it up, yeah. It feels like I'll just let you down. That's sad. Yeah. Maybe I just like to be alone, and I hate myself whenever I look at my fucking phone. And I say I'm fine 'cause you don't really wanna know. You don't really wanna know. So change. What's the point of using nobody? That right there also is such a trap. We'll listen to it again, but it is so easy to fall into that sense of, I'll just say I'm okay, and you won't notice. I'll just say everything's fine, because it's easy. And that's how a lot of people, especially men, internalize the things you're struggling with. It's just easier for me to say I'm fine and just deal with it in my head. But that can often lead to these thoughts, I just hate myself. Maybe I'm the one to blame. Maybe I'm the one who just wants to be alone. Maybe this is all my fault. And then you internalize that stuff and you don't express it. You don't talk about it. And all that does is make it easier to do it next time. And unfortunately, the way the world works, it encourages us, especially men, to do that, because often when you do express your feelings, you do express yourself, you're told, shut up, it's not your turn. There was a guy recently who did a TikTok video about depression and how he was feeling as a man. And he did it around the time that stupid bear versus man in the woods whole controversy thing was going on, and people were really being dumb online about the whole thing. And a lot of the response to his video was, you're using this time this to talk over women, basically, and it's not supposed to be a competition. It's not men versus women as who has it worse, and so he was being shut down for expressing his feelings. And that's why we often go to the, well, I'll just say I'm okay. And it's a very sad state that we're in, because too many people, especially men, shut down because it's easier, and then that leads to worse outcomes. So that whole line is, maybe I'll just say I'm okay. That is so real, and it's so relatable, and it's so dangerous for people to be like that. But sometimes it's just easier. A lot of the world doesn't care and doesn't want to hear it, so it's just easier, and it's such a sad way to be, but it's a true way to be. It's how it is. Right there. I like the beat too.
I'm back to my bed now. Took some pills trying to pass out. Now I'm really in a blackout. I told you that it's getting really bad now. Lost everything that I had now. And now I'm fighting alone in my mind. But loneliness is all that I find. Yeah, how do I go on when everything that I touch just seems to break apart, break apart? And how do I be fine when everything that I love seems to break my heart, break my heart?
And then it, toward the end, I like the beat on that too. And then toward the end, it sort of goes to the acceptance of, this is all I can expect. I'm just going to go to bed. I'm just going to black out. I'm just going to drink myself into a stupor and be done. I'm going to take some pills and pass out. That's that acceptance of the state that you're in, and there's nothing you can do about it. And there is, but people who are in that state often feel like there's nothing they can do about it. So they sort of fall into that acceptance of where they're at and give up. And it's sad. The song makes me think too, it almost is a companion song. Not that it's the same even style, but the whole time I was listening to it, I was thinking of NK47's I'm Not Okay. And this is I Need to Feel Okay. And almost like those two songs can be companion pieces to each other, which is very interesting. I reviewed NK47's I'm Not Okay some time back, and it was another very open discussion of these types of topics. And again, I think that's an important thing for artists to convey in a realistic manner, not in an exploitative manner, but in a real, this is how things work, and this is not a good thing. It's not a good way to be. I really liked it. I think I think Ohmace has a lot of talent. Sound quality was great. The video was good. I mean, it fit. It clearly was, clips from an anime, but it fit the song. The lyrics were great, very well written. He's got an interesting style of delivery, an interesting style of singing that, not quite, but it almost feels slurred. It almost feels very relaxed. It's not too bad. It's not that I couldn't understand it at all. Not like mumble rap or anything like that, where you just literally can't understand what they're saying. Just the best thing, or the best way I could think to describe it, was just very relaxed. But good voice, good musicianship, The beat was great. I liked it. I liked it a lot. He's definitely going in the book. We're going to be looking at Ohmace again in the future. I know he's got a new one that he just put out. It's not on his channel yet, but we may look at that one next time. And I've also want to do Anna, who is an artist that I saw down in St. Louis, released a song that I will probably do next week too. So we'll take a look at that. And I think I'm going to be on Twitch tonight playing some Tarkov. We'll see. But otherwise, I will see you guys all again soon. You have a great one. Much love.